Hey guys, so this is going to be a very simple and quick video. Null factor law, fairly straightforward process. Um, so if we were to, I guess in essentially we're wanting to solve for x, um, and if we looked at this top part here, no, actually we'll start with the bottom left. We'll start with the bottom left here. So we've got basically x is multiplied by x minus 3 and it's equal to 0. Now these two are multiplied with each other, and if you divided both sides by x, then you could have x minus 3 is equal to 0, because anything that you divide 0 by is just 0. So then you have a solution of x is equal to 3, because minus 3, you want to add 3 to both sides, you get a solution of x equals 3. Okay, so solution x equals 3. But let's just say that you, instead of dividing both sides by x, you divided both sides by x minus 3. So if you divide by x minus 3 to both sides, then 0 divided by x minus 3 is just going to be 0. So you have x equals 0 as a solution. So you end up having two solutions. Okay, you have one solution for x, and you have another solution for x being positive 3. And this is where the application, I guess, for the other ones, no matter when you're in factorized form, the null factor law is fairly straightforward and simple. And don't want you to get caught up in the whole process of how and why. I guess just if you know what to do, then that's probably the main thing from this. So we could say that once the first solution for here is x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, just focus on one set of brackets, and x is going to equal to positive 2. Okay, so you could say your solutions x equals 2. Okay, on the other hand, we could say 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Let's take 1 from both sides. So we have 2x is equal to minus 1. And then to get rid of the 2, you need to divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to a negative half. Okay, so we have two solutions being 2 and negative half. Having a look at the top right corner, we're going to do the same thing. We'll have 4x minus 3x. Did I write that down? I feel like I've got that down a little bit incorrectly. Let's take that out. I believe it's just 4. Okay, so we'll have 4 minus 3x is equal to 0. And let's move. I like to keep things positive, so let's move the negative value to the right hand side. It doesn't really matter if you want to keep it on the left. And we have 4 is equal to 3x. And divide both sides by 3, you have x equals 4 over 3. Okay, so that's going to be one solution. The other solution is going to be x plus 11x equals 0. Let's move the 6 across to the right hand side this time by subtracting. 11x is equal to minus 6, and then you divide both sides by 11. X is equal to minus 6 over 11. So you have two solutions being positive 4/3 and negative 6 over 11. Now we're looking at the equation at the bottom, and you can see that, well, these two sets of brackets, well, one set of brackets all squared is the same as saying it's x minus 1 multiply by itself. Okay, and if you applied the same principle with the other three examples, your solutions for x is just x equals 1. And the other one is going to be x equals 1. So it really only has one solution, because both solutions here are just the same. there's no need to duplicate things. Okay. I'm just going to put in a few more examples because I think, it doesn't hurt. So let's make things even simpler. So we have x minus 2 and x plus 3. When you have something like this, you can easily see it's just going to be the opposite polarity. So if you want to write it down, that's fine. X equals 2. And then we put in the other option, which is x minus 3. So your two answers are going to be 2 and minus 3. Okay. And then let's say if we had x plus 4 and then 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x plus 4 equals 0. Your first solution for x is minus 4. And then if we have 2x plus 1 equals 0, we're going to take 1 from both sides. And then we're going to divide both sides by 2, which leaves us with x is equal to a half. So our two solutions for x is minus 4 and negative half. Okay, let's do one more. And we'll do x plus 2, 3x plus 12 is equal to 0. And it doesn't really matter how many factored terms there are. We could say that there's a third one there. So x equals 0 as your first solution. And then x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals minus 2 is going to be your second solution. And then we have 3x plus 12 equals 0. So we have 3x equals minus 12. X is going to equal minus 4 as your third solution. So in this case, we have 3 solutions for x, just applying the null factor law. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video where we're going to apply the null factor law, apply solving algebraic equations into solving quadratic equations. All right.